Uh-oh, I don't know, I can't. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay. So everyone come to line on your back, have your strap nearby, and let's center ourselves and start to breathe and set our intention. So I have decided every morning, I always have a note on my mirror to help me set my intention for the day. And I have decided that I'm just going to have a little prayer of thanks. Thanks that I woke up this morning. Thanking me for the soul that I have. There is a story, maybe it's a myth. There's a little truth in it for me that says that every night we miss one breath when we're sleeping. There's one breath that's missed, and they say that in that one breath we die, but then when we breathe again, we come back. Our soul is returned. I just love that idea, so that in the morning we wake up and we say, thank you for my soul, thank you for this day. And it heightens a sense of gratitude. So with your eyes closed, you can have your feet together and your knees wide, or you can just stand on your feet. But however you do it, I want the top of the pelvis back, your eyes closed, and start to deepen your breath until you find a nice full rhythm of your breath, feeling your upper shoulders melt towards the earth, the back of your ribs expand into the earth. A big full breath. Make it fuller and brighter. And remember that our breath comes from a place that's beyond science. In other words, doctors, scientists can't make us breathe until you find the rhythm of your breath. And with an intention of gratitude for this moment, this day, with the rain, with the sun, with whatever comes our way, draw your right hand towards your chest. And let's just get right into the flexors. You can roll your right ankle just a bit if you like. I like to do that. And you can extend your left leg long if that's available right now. Stay with your breath. Close your eyes and notice your breath. Now flex your right ankle and imagine you're stepping your right foot forward, but you're holding the right shin back, and you can feel the waking up of your hip flexors. And breathe a big full breath full of gratitude right into your hip flexors. Good. And release. Now bend your knees once again, take your feet to the floor, and then take your left hand towards your chest. Roll your left ankle. Just breathe. When you breathe into your ankles, your joints, with your mind on that part of your body, it actually brings prana there. Kind of juices it up. Good. Now you can extend your right leg long if you like. Flex your left ankle, stepping the left foot forward and holding your shin back. Just hold it back. And that's how we start getting into those muscles. Yeah. You might even feel a nice stretch in your low back. That's kind of where we're going also. Because where we're going is going to include your low back, your core. Take a breath and release nice and long. Good. Now you're going to take your right leg and lift it up to the ceiling and grab the back of your right knee. Yeah. Then you're going to lift your left leg so that your left ankle is behind your right ankle. Yeah. Now press the front right ankle back and the left ankle, the bottom ankle up, so that they're pressing against each other. creating muscular energy all down your legs. Yeah? Your knees are aiming towards your shoulders. And as you exhale, you're going to lower and then lift. But you can lift by reaching the back left ankle up so you feel the left quad, right? Exhale, lower. And press the left ankle up, but the top ankle presses it down. Exhale, lower. Good. Getting right into things. Inhale, up. So you're really not always so much holding on to your right leg as kind of, keeping your hands on it. Press it all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Press it up. Take 3 more here, just like that. Now, if that's too much, you can always keep your feet tapping to the floor. 2 more. I know, we get right into it. Last one. And press the bottom ankle up, the top ankle down. Oh, yeah. Now, come back to where you started, and now you're going to widen your left knee out to the left so that your left kneecap is aiming somewhere off the left side of your mat. So the left knee is super wide, okay? Now we're going to do the same movement. You're going to lift, and then as you exhale, you're going to lower. But then the bottom ankle lifts up a very heavy top ankle all the way back up. Ooh, yeah. Exhale, soft knees, way soft knees. And then all the way back up. 4 more, right? And you have to move with your breath, please. Because that's how we're going to get into that left quad, right? Press it up. Oh, the left knee's wide. I think 2 more. It'll be really different when we stand because you woke up your quads all the way back up. Oh, yeah. And release. And shake it out. You guys feel that? Okay. Now, guess what? Other side. Extend your left leg up. Take your hands behind your left, just below your knee. And now you're going to lift your right leg and take your right ankle behind the left ankle. So they're crossed over. You can just start to press the top left ankle down, the right ankle up, and start to wake up the muscular energy in the right quad. It also goes into the core. And then as you exhale, you're going to lower and inhale. The bottom ankle is lifting up a heavy, heavy top ankle. Exhale. Right into that right quad. And if you take your knees a little closer to your torso, you'll get into the hip flexors also. Yeah, the ones that we woke up right away. Good. Let's take about 4 more. 4. Very carefully with the breath. 3. 2. Last one. All the way up. And release. Now, you're going to widen your right knee out to the right so that now your right knee is aiming out towards the outer right end of your mat. Okay? But you're going to keep your hands around your left thigh bone or just on either side as you lower. And then press the bottom ankle, the right ankle, right into the top. Lower and lift. Good. And lower. Oh, keep your right knee wide. It should be pretty powerful. Let's do 4 more. 4. Keep the right knee out. Belly back. 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Right knee out. Really lift it up right into that quad. Oh, yeah. And shake it out. However you shake it out. 1 more quad stretch before we come to seated. So I want you to take your right knee towards you and lift the right shin. I want you to press your right hand forward, right into the right thigh bone. and you're going to extend your left leg. Ooh, you should feel it in both quads. And as you come in, you're going to keep the left, bring your left knee in and extend the left leg out. So as you press your right hand to the right thigh bone, you're getting into the right quad. And as you move the left, you're getting into the left quad. And come in and out. And this is also for your core. I like core support too. So I want you to exhale back in. I want to hear that exhale. 4. Keep that right quad fired up. Yeah. 2. Last one. Oh yeah. Draw your knees to your chest. You're going to take some hip circles here. Your knees. Checking in with your breath. We're going to change sides. So now your left hand is on the front of your left thigh. You can see it. You're pressing your thigh away. Fire on the left quad. And then you're just going to extend and bring it back. And extend. The right leg. Extend. Bring it back. Oh, good. Your quads are saying thank you for paying attention to me, right? All right, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Good. Last one. All the way back. Oh, yeah. And draw your knees towards your chest. Take your arms to T and drop your knees halfway to the right, just halfway. This is going to start getting into your core, and it's also a twist. Good. Inhale back to center, and now you're going to drop your knees halfway to the left, but you have to engage your belly and your obliques. Right? Inhale to center, exhale to the right, establishing your breath. Inhale. Exhale. So you know your rhythm. You don't have to do the same rhythm as I do. But I just want you to start waking all that up. Yeah. One more on each side. Try to stay with the rhythm of your breath. You know, it's easy to get distracted. Now you're going to drop your knees all the way over to the right and roll your shoulders, roll your ribs to the left. Maybe you can look towards the left, you'll decide, because it's kind of early. And then you're going to take your hands behind your head. I want you to lift your left elbow up and over towards your left thigh bone, and then inhale all the way back. It's a big, long distance. Exhale, draw your belly back, getting into the center of your spine, and inhale. Good. You want to get everything, your spine is going to go in every direction today. And that's how we stay flexible. And that keeps us healthy, right? We're just going to take 2 more here. Very mindful. Oh, and very present. And all the way back. Lovely. Make your way, arms to T, all the way back to center, and drop your knees to the left. Roll your shoulders and your ribs to the right. Maybe you can gaze to the right, getting a good twist. Take your hands behind your head, and the bottom left thigh bone, the bottom left shin stays pressed to the earth. And then you exhale. So you always get deeper into a pose when there's a foundation set and committed to. So your left upper arm presses to the earth. Your left bottom thigh bone, the whole left side of your body, as a matter of fact, is pretty grounded. And then from there, you get a good big twist. And we're just going to do 3 more here. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Nice. Come back to center. Draw your knees to your chest. I like to just roll my ankles and then roll back and forth, till you come to seated. And take a nice seat here. Crossing your right shin in front of your left, right? Now, inhale, circle your arms all the way up. I want to lengthen from the pelvis to the armpits, right? Exhale to your right, keep your right hand to the floor and really reach your right elbow towards the earth, keeping the left hip grounded and lots of length. So remember the foundation, which is our gratitude, and then inhale back to center. Over to your left, press your left hand down. Your right hip roots. Your intention is there. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. So this not only engages our belly and lengthens our spine, but it also reminds us to stay with the rhythm of our breath, whatever it looks like for us. Yeah. Good. All right, one more on each side because we don't have all day, unfortunately. Oh, I'd love that. Okay, one more. And all the way back to center. Shoulder blades down your back. You know what? Let's go right to table pose, hands and knees. Because I want to get into our shoulders. All right. So once you're here, make your way into some cats and cows and just notice. Nice flexion and extension in your spine. This certainly is something that should be done every day. All right, so now I want to set our shoulders. So come back to table and see if you can keep your hands just under your shoulders. Okay? Make sure your knees are beneath your hips because there's a tendency to have them more forward. I want them more backward. Then I want you to reach your right elbow up as if you're pointing your elbow to the ceiling. Your left ribs roll to the right, and your gaze is going to go with you. Yeah, right? And then you're going to take your right elbow and reach it just outside your left elbow. That's going to engage your core also. So I try to always include that. And then inhale, shoulder blade back. So your elbow is lifted, it's not down. You're not looking the other way. The elbow is lifted and back. And then you take your right elbow towards your outside of the left. Ready? Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Good. Exhale. Two more. Really mindful. Exhale. Inhale. Oh. All right. One more, guys. Inhale. Exhale. And back to center. And take some hip circles here. Let's just get into that. Nice. Check in with your breath. Come back to table. And now we're going to do the left side. Left shoulder back. Lift your left elbow. Twist your right ribs to the left. And now you're going to take your left elbow just outside your right elbow. So you really have to engage your belly. Okay. Ready? Inhale. Elbow up. Exhale and squeeze it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to take about 4 more here. Really effortful. It's amazing how many muscles you can really get into in a table pose. Okay. 2 more. With the breath. Last one. I just want to let you one more because it feels so good. Okay. And release. And now we just take some hip circles. Okay. Right knee out to the right. We're going to get right into the right hip. Okay. Lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift and squeeze your outer hip. Exhale. Yeah. So this is going to really start opening up our hips. And you might have a little bit more release from what we did for the quads. Good. See if you can look slightly forward and up so your head's not dumped. And I don't want you to look sideways if you can help that. Good. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. And now extend your right leg directly out to the right and take some hip circles there. Yeah. So I like to come onto the tiptoes of my left foot. Let's just get into that. Good. Now bend your right knee and spin your right toes away from you. Walk your hands back so you come all the way up. Remember, a foundation. Your left shin is reaching down, your right foot is grounded. So you can really reach your right ribs forward and your right thigh bone back. And then you're going to come deep into the right hip. Now you can slide your right foot slightly or further away or closer depending on your hip. And you're going to decide what that distance is, right? Because it's going to be different for all of us. Because we have different piriformises. We have different hips. We have unique soles, right? We really get into that. 4. Exhale, 3. 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Now you're going to step your right foot forward with your right ankle beneath your right knee. Take your left hand to the floor or to a block and open it up into a deep twist. Rolling your left ribs to the right, open it up, move back, open it up, good. Exhale your right hand back to the floor. And now you're going to extend your right leg forward, flexing your front left ankle, right ankle. So now we're getting into the hammies, right? Your right heel is stuck. Your left shin and knee are rooted down. Your belly's lifted as you take the right outer hip back. It's stuck. You're pulling it back. Oh, you're lengthening your right leg. And as you exhale, you step into your right foot and take your right shin forward and feel a nice yum here, right? Then inhale back, lengthening the whole right side of the back of your leg. And then exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale. Good. Take one more just like that. Good. Good. Now you're going to step into your right foot once again and lift your back left knee up, coming into that lunge. And I want you to fire up that left inner thigh. Another muscle we forget about, okay? And then you're going to lower and extend your left leg. Now, it might be better for you to have your hands on blocks. If you're in a hotel room, you don't need blocks. But if you're home and you got them, you might want them. As you lower and extend the left inner thigh. So even closing your eyes, bringing all that awareness to your left inner thigh. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Fire it up. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, last one, all the way. Now I want you to walk your hands back, but you're going to stay on the tiptoes of your back left foot. So your left heel is lifted. I want you to imagine my hands are on your hips and I'm lifting them up. So there's a big lift there. And you're going to flex your front right ankle. Flex it, lift your hips. Now step into your right foot and come into your lunge. Inhale all the way back, lifting, but keeping the fire ignited in the left inner thigh. So it's just your awareness. Notice when you're aware of it, it fires up. Now step into your right foot back to the lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Take two more. Maybe noticing how your quads feel here. They might not be so cooked up, so quick because we warm them up. Last one. Then step into your right foot and you're gonna shorten your stance quite a bit. And you might want your hands on blocks here. Bend your back left knee and flex your front right ankle once again. So now we're gonna get right into the hamstrings, right out of the back. And now come back to a forward fold, lengthening your legs. And just bend the left knee, flex the front right ankle. And then exhale back to where we started. Two more times, just like that. Flex. Step. Flex. And step. Last one. Step right into it. Walk your hands forward. Lift your left leg all the way up. Lift the belly. Exhale. Step your left foot beside your right. Deep forward fold. Even shaking out your hips, your back. Press your feet down so much you can feel your belly lift. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Grab your left wrist and lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Grab your right wrist and lift. Exhale to your left. Oh yeah. Inhale, open your heart. Good, and release. Now I want you to widen your step, your stance a little wider than your hips, toes out, and come into a variation of goddess. You can start by noticing your habits. Are your knees dipped forward? Are your back is round? We don't want that. Okay. So your shoulder blades are down your back. We established that before, which we're going to do again now. And the thigh bones wide and wide. So you want your knees tracking over your second toes, right? Correct. Right. So you're going to take your arms into a letter V as you come all the way up. Victory, here I am, shoulder blades down my back. And then as I exhale, I'm going to pull my elbows back behind me, come onto my tiptoes. And then inhale, here I am. Exhale, how am I going to manage my day? How am I going to see things? And then I step into my feet and say, just like this, I'm going to do it with gratitude, right? Exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale. So we're getting into those quads here, guys, right? This is our quad practice today. Exhale. Inhale. Two more times, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to stay low with the elbows back and just walk. Take one heel to the floor and then the other. And maybe pulse your elbows back. Just a little pulse lower. This also releases your hips. Good. Lower. Lower. One more on each side. Oh yeah. And coming to goddess. All the way up. Oh, that was really great, guys. Lock your feet together and just take some hip circles. You know, I even like to take a little deeper hip circle too. By softening your knees, coming onto your tiptoes, I have to take my palms up and just get into the hips, into the core with the breath. And maybe the other way. It's kind of cool, the other way too. Yeah. Two. And one more. And back to center. Good. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Inner thigh bones back or forward. And make your way into a plank. With your knees up or down, but your shoulder blades back and your belly engaged. And let's just be here just to feel the movement of it. Because even though it doesn't look like we're moving. Calm breath. Now for the first cobra, I always want you to have your knees down, your hips back. Walk your hands slightly back. And then you're going to soften your chest towards the earth. Slide your chest forward, press your pelvis down, make your way into a cobra or an up dog, and right into down dog. And notice how good that felt to do it in a very aligned way. And walk your dog. Good. All the way back. And then lower your knees back to the floor. Now we're going to do our left side. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Left knee out to the left. And lower. And lift. And lower. Your gaze is forward. I'm only looking sideways because I'm looking at you guys. But once you got the movement, look forward. Exhale. Left side, guys. Good. Exhale. Don't dump your head down. I don't want you looking down. Your gaze should be slightly forward. Your neck spine nice and long. And the belly's got to be engaged here, otherwise you will fall over. So notice that on the exhale to keep the belly engaged. Good. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. And then we get deeper to our hips as we come back to center. Always feel free to come into a cat and cow or a child pose. That feels good. And extend your left leg out to the left. Right? Then you're going to flex your left foot. Step your left foot to the floor. Bend your knee. Come all the way up. So now your left ribs are forward. The left thigh bone's back. You're going to keep adjusting your left foot as you come into that deep stretch here. But your foot's going to move either wider or narrower, depending on if you want it wider or narrower, right? And just find an edgy space. This is how we break past our limits with boundaries, right? 4 more. 4. Oh yeah, 3. This releases your low back, too, guys. 2. Last 1. Good. And back to center. Now you're going to step your left foot forward. Notice how my knee's at 90 degrees? I want yours that way too. You can take your right hand to a block or to the floor and open up your left arm, reaching your right ribs forward, lean back, open your heart. Keep the left outer hip drawing back. Use the power of that quad that you warmed up. Good. Exhale your left hand to the floor. Now we're going to do the left hamstrings. So you're going to extend your left heel forward. Oh yeah. And flex your left ankle, taking the left hip back. So I want you to really set it up. Notice the left hip reaching back and your belly drawing back. That's the inhale. Then as you exhale, you step into your left foot and take your left shin forward, right? Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Oh, exhale forward. Get deep into the hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take 2 more. Well, now step into your left foot so that the left knee again is at 90 degrees. Take your hands to your blocks or to the earth and make your way into your lunge, lifting the back right knee. You're going to lower and extend from the right inner thigh. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. So notice how you're working your quad here. Yeah. So you're working it, extend. You're not lengthening it, you're toning it here. Good. So if you're really working it, you should get into a nice, pretty quick. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Ooh, yummy. Now you're going to walk your hands back and shorten your stance quite a lot. Right? So both your legs are longish. Left outer hip is back. So you should feel the hammies. But this time, oh no, I'm sorry. You're going to come back to your lunge. We're going to do this first. Come back to your lunge, guys. Stay on the heel of your back right foot. And then walk your hands back to flex the front left ankle, lifting your hips. So I want you to press your fingerprints down to lift the hips right into the belly. And then exhale, step into your left. Yeah, sure, that's it. And lift up. Oh, exhale. Inhale. Oh, how lucky we get to be in this moment, right? To feel all these sensations. Good. Let's take one more. Oh, yeah. Now release your left foot to the floor and step your right foot quite a bit further forward, because now you're going to bend the back right knee and take the left hip back, right? Flex the left ankle. And then come back to the forward fold. So you're lengthening the hammies here. Good. Bend your back right knee, flex the front left ankle, and then exhale back to what we call Parsvottanasana. Right? Again. And exhale. Last one. Nice. And exhale. That's how. Take your hands to the floor, lift your right leg all the way up. Exhale, step your right foot beside your left forward, fold. Oh, deep into those hip flexors. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. And bring your palms together to your heart center and release. One more thing for the shoulders as we get into Utkatasana. Right elbow back. I really like this. Right elbow back, no dipped elbows, right? The right elbow is directly back, so you feel the scapula, hug the spine, and your shoulders are not shrugged. So melt your shoulders down your back, and then get the right musculature in your back. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees so much that your bum draws back and your belly lifts. And then you inhale all the way back. And exhale, reach. And inhale, lift. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 3. 2. So this is getting into our core, our glutes. Last one. And release. Notice how your right shoulder's back, and take a breath. Okay, your foundation is in your feet, left elbow back. Soften your knees, hips back. And as you exhale, you're going to reach and inhale to that sense of gratitude with your elbow up, right? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale. 4. 3. Shoulder blades down. 2. Elbow up. Last one. Really give it your all the way back. And release. Oh, yeah. All right. Now right into Utkatasana. Shins forward, bum back. Circle your arms up. Can you get low? Can you get to a point where you really hate it? You're going to do it anyhow, right? Good. Then bring your palms together, twist to your right, and either stay upright, or you can always take your left elbow outside your thigh bone and open it up with the right out of the back. Open it up. Good. Inhale back to center. And change sides, keeping your right outer hip back. Take the right elbow and see if you can reach it against the left thigh as you open up your heart to this moment. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank. Good. And we're going to take a half vinyasa. So you can take your knees down. You can take your whole body to the earth. You can readjust your hands and your shoulders and make your way into a cobra or an up dog. Oh, and right into down dog. And walk dog. Walk it. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Press your feet down. Remember, the foundation is your intention. The foundation is in your body. I intend to be grateful today to open my heart to what comes. So I'm going to find that foundation as I circle my arms all the way up. Now bend your elbows to a goalpost. Take your upper arms, your forearms, I mean, your elbow to your wrist, back, and down your back. But stay low on your hips. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Draw the low ribs back as you tip forward and take your forearms together. And then inhale, or towards together, all the way up so that your hands lead the way. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, firing up your quad, your right quad, your left inner thigh. Inhale up. So now your palms lead the way back. Now extend your arms up, stay low. Notice where you're firing up and make your way right into a warrior two. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. Good. Exhale your hands behind your back. Inhale with your heart. Exhale and dip forward, taking your inner thigh bones back. So your bum feels like it's reaching back, but your heart is sliding forward, sweeping forward. Lift your arms up off your back. Now press your feet down right into the foundation to come all the way up. Take your hands to your hips. Bend both your knees like you're in Hawaii 5-0. And take your bum back, bum back. Now you're going to straighten both your legs and make your way into a triangle with the right ribs lifting up to the left, okay? Good. Then inhale all the way up using the rib cage. So you're going to squeeze the left side, lengthen the right when you're in reverse, and the opposite. Now you're going to squeeze the right and lengthen the left side, right? Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, yum. Exhale. Good. Let's just take a few more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale right into your triangle. Now take your left hand to the floor, make your way to a lunge, and lower your back left knee. This is where you might want your strength, okay? And you might want your blocks too. We're going to come into a quad stretch. Step one in a quad stretch is to take your left knee behind the left hip. So your thigh bone is not perpendicular, it's way less. Step two, press your left knee down. Imagine I glued it there, and you're going to isometrically draw it forward. And you're going to get into your left quad immediately. And you can stay right there. Step three, if you want, you can bend your left knee. And that might be way enough because you're keeping the fire of the knee stuck drawn forward. You can take your hands to your blocks, or you can take your right hand back to your foot. But make sure your heel stays in line with the left side of your body. And if you want to come deeper, ooh, you can really step. Take your left hand to your right thigh bone, press your foot back and lift up, getting deep into that left quad. Find your breath here. Yeah, it's a lot of work we do here, guys. Take another breath and slowly release. And now we're going to come into pigeon on the right, either with me on my belly, or those of you who know how to do it on your back, lying on your back, but make sure the right shin is on top. Now you're gonna walk your left knee toward the earth, lifting the back left inner thigh. Come with me. Now take one more breath. Listen, guys. You're gonna inhale, lift your chest, and release your hips toward the earth. Maybe a little shake. And then on an exhale, then you make your way into your pigeon. But close your eyes and take a few breaths here. Good. All right, good. Release your hips, walk your hands back, and make your way into a down dog. And then walk your dog when you get there. So those of you on your back, come on into dog, guys. When you're ready, lift your left leg all the way up behind you. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Press your feet down, lift the belly, remember your intention. Thank God I got my soul back today. What am I going to do with it? Come all the way up. Right into warrior one with a nice grounded feet and a lifted spine. Bend your elbows, take your arms back, especially your hands first. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw your belly back and your low ribs back as you squeeze your forearms in a prayer. And then open it up. Here I am. Palms, hands lead the way. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Yeah. Last time. All right. Well, one more time. I like to keep you on your toes. Shoulder blades down. Now extend your arms all the way up and notice your alignment. Exhale right into warrior two. I'm just going to turn around. Left toes out to the left. Come into your warrior two. Take your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your heart. And then as your inner thigh bones are going to roll back, your heart comes forward and slides forward. So you're getting lots of length and a big stretch in your low back. Your belly is lifted, 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 and your feet are grounded, pressing to the earth. Good. Press your feet down, come all the way back up to warrior two. Take your hands to your hips, bend both your knees, and take your bum back. Good. Now start lengthening both legs as you prepare for triangle on your left. Left ribs lift up, so there's no weight on your left hand. And then you're going to use your side of your muscles to come up. Good. And exhale down. So there's your obliques. Those are your core. Inhale. We opened up our quads. We opened up our hamstrings so we can get a nice foundation. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Really slow. Exhale. That's where the power is, right? One more time. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. Perfect. Take your right hand to the floor. Make your way into a lunge. And lower your back right knee to the floor. And now we're going to come into the quad stretch on the right. So you might want your blocks for under your hands. Your right knee is behind your right hip. You're going to press your right knee down. I glued it there. And you're pulling it forward and you're right into the right quad. And you can stay right there and not move anymore. You can take your strap. If you want to use your strap, bending your right knee, you use the strap here. You take it around your foot if you like. I'm not going to do that for myself. You can take your left hand, and grab your foot. That's another option. Make sure you do not take your foot across your body. The right heel aims to the right sit bone. Check that out. And if you're staying here or anywhere, make sure the right knee is pressed forward. You can press your foot back if you've got it engaged with the strap on your hand. And you can always lift your right hand and get a little deeper in that right quad. Yeah, and then just breathe here. There's a certain amount of balance you want to get here too. Big breath. Oh, yeah. And release. Now we're going to come into pigeon on the left this time. So those that are coming with me, walk your left foot over to the right and roll your right knee to the earth. Those of you who are coming on your back, make sure your left knee is above your left thigh. Now inhale, lift your heart, square your hips, roll the right inner thigh up to the sky, and then soften into pigeon, releasing any tension that you have in your hips. You have to just kind of adjust. I like to have my right foot sometimes gets a little muscle cramp, so I come onto the tiptoes of my back right foot. That is not important. Just find what feels right so that you can get into your practice. And just close your eyes wherever you're at and take a few breaths here. Like I said, this is not a one breath pose. So really take 2 more big full breaths here, releasing whatever it is you want to release, whatever you can. Good. And make your way back to center. Clear it out in down dog. And then come to dog and walk your heels to your hands. Good. Take another forward fold, release your head. Press your feet down, circle your arms all the way up, and bring your palms together to your heart center. Release. I want to do one more muscle lengthening. It's also for the shoulders. So with your feet grounded, I want you to squeeze your right side of your waist and imagine you're pulling something heavy up in the left. So you feel also in the shoulders and come back. And opposite, now you can do the opposite. Reach your right elbow up, pull it up, squeeze the left, and release. And continue just like that with your breath. Exhale into it. Notice the distance. Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3. Can you smile? 2. How can you not smile? We're here. Last 1. Good. Oh, yeah. Now widen your stance, make your way into a yoga squat. Oh, yeah. Now your yoga squat might have your forearms on your thighs. That's also excellent. You decide. Just take a few breaths here as we finish off this beautiful practice. Taking in the benefits not only of our physical body, but our attitude, mental, our spiritual. And make your way all the way to seated. Extend your right leg nice and long. Step your left foot high up into your right thigh. I like to even walk my right hip back. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up and tip forward. And just see where your hands go. Do not get the integrity up of your leg. So your right heel is grounded, your right thigh bone is grounded. And wherever your hands go, that's where they go. And just find a nice stretch here. You can always take your strap here too. This is a great place for a strap around your foot. You just kind of pull the strap back. But you don't want to do anything too too much. That's why I don't usually encourage that. But it's fun. You know. Take a few breaths here. Good. Press your thigh bone down, come all the way up. And change sides. Bend your right knee, take the sole of your right foot high up into the left thigh, left back. Inhale all the way up. I like to flex my left ankle, make sure my left toes are up to the sky, and then fold forward. And notice how as you pulse into the breath, you exhale into it. You inhale slightly out. You get a little deeper every time. And it releases your upper back. Your left heel is grounded, your left thigh bone toward the earth. And this way, you know you're protecting your knee. Yeah. Press your thigh bones down, come all the way up. Good. Now draw your knees to your chest. Get everything out of the way, round your back, come all the way to line on your back. Roll your ankles, make your way into a happy baby. So your arms are inside your thigh bones, and you're just going to roll right and left. One last stretch in your low back. Then take your knees together, arms to T. Drop your knees to the right, gaze to the left. Give a nice twist here. Taking your left hip away from you. Big breath. Good. Then inhale to center and change sides all the way to the left. Rolling your shoulder girdles to the right. Close your eyes. Stay with your rhythmic breath just for another couple breaths. Then inhale back to center. Arrange your palms up, shoulder blades together. I like to lift my bum, just kind of shake it out. Take my sit bones, reach them away from me until I come back to the earth. Good. Inhale for your nose. Exhale through your mouth, right into Shavasana. Make sure there's no tension in your hands, your feet, your whole body is dead weight into the earth. And let's just take a little short rest here, incorporating all we've done to our body right inside. And take rest. Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Exhale from your mouth. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll to your right side. Just be there for a moment. And then make your way to a seat on your mat. Bring your palms together to your heart center with your eyes closed. Every day we wake up with our souls back. A gift of a new day, of who we are, to be our best self. What a gift. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Oh, yeah. Mwah. Oh, I gotta stop the recording, guys. And wait a minute.